So, hey, this is not something I usually do, but there is something on my mind and I wanted to get it off. So, this is the time I had to get it off. So, I'm hearing a lot of things about generational wealth, and maybe it's because it's Black History Month or because I don't even know. I'm not sure. But generational wealth gives me the vibe that we are looking for an inheritance, a financial windfall, like somebody left you a whole bunch of money. I want us to consider that generational wealth might not be money. And here's what I mean. My mother, when I graduated from high school, would not allow me to go to my dream school. I had applied to several schools, and one of them was UNC Chapel Hill, and I was on my way to UNC Chapel Hill until my mother was like, you don't have any UNC Chapel Hill money. What you've got is UNCW money. So I went to the University of North Carolina at Wilmington, and I was mad, y'all. Mad, big mad about having to go to Wilmington instead of Chapel Hill. And the reason was my mother had nothing saved for my college education. She didn't put money away for that. She put money away for other things. So she insisted that I go to Wilmington because I had a scholarship. So yeah, I spent some time mad about that. I graduated from Wilmington, went on about my life, and in my 20s, I decided I wanted to buy a house. I'm not sure my mother was thrilled about that idea either, but at the time I needed a down payment. My mother came through with a down payment on a house. And it made me wonder, well, if she had money for a down payment, why did she not have money to send me to school? It wasn't that she didn't have it. She just wasn't giving it up for that. And that decision allowed me, one, to not have student loans, because had I attended the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, I would have had student loan debt. I attended UNCW and graduated with no debt. But it also allowed me to buy my first home, and that home became investment property for me, which led me to some things that I'm able to do now. I consider her decision the beginning of wealth for me. I consider her wisdom. I consider her being adamant about what I was and wasn't going to do. I consider that the beginning of wealth for us. The flip side of that is the reason she didn't have money for college was because she was putting all of her money into her own retirement, which means that now as I'm an adult and she's retired, I don't support my mother. She supports herself. Occasionally she supports me. But the point is, all of that contributed to wealth for us. Generational wealth. My daughter is benefiting from the decisions that she made then. So I know that we think of generational wealth as money, cash that's passed down, assets that are passed down. And yes, obviously it is that. But it is also the good decisions, the choices, the thoughts that we're having that our ancestors, our parents, our grandparents have been able to pass down. What they've learned about money and debt and even investing is being passed down. So give yourself some grace when we're talking about generational wealth. Some of this stuff may not be money, but you're going to be able to pass it down. You're going to be able to pass down what you know and what you've done to your children. I hope this helps. I hope you guys can consider yourselves wealthy and able to pass down generational wealth in one form or another to your kids. Y'all take care.